Not all history is about kings and victories. Some chapters are written in pain, loss, and unimaginable death. Events so shocking they scarred generations. These are the disturbing, horrific stories the world can never erase. Number 1. The Radium Girls. In the 1920s, radium was a miracle discovery. It glowed in the dark, it was in tonics, toothpaste, even beauty products. People thought it was safe, some thought it was healthy. And in New Jersey, hundreds of young women, most just teenagers, were hired to paint watch dials with this glowing paint. Their supervisors taught them a technique called lip pointing, sharpening the brush between their lips before dipping it back into radium paint. They were told it was safe. Some even painted their teeth and nails for fun, glowing at parties. But soon, strange things began to happen. Teeth fell out, jaws rotted away. Doctors called it radium jaw. One by one, the workers grew sicker, bones shattered, tumors spread, and many of them died horribly painful deaths. All while the company denied any responsibility. But the women fought back. 5 of them, known as the Radium Girls, took the company to court. The trial exposed the deadly truth about radium, and their courage led to landmark workplace safety laws that protect workers to this day. The Radium Girls paid with their lives, but their fight saved countless others. Number 2. The Chernobyl Firefighters. On April 26, 1986, a routine test at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant went horribly wrong. Reactor 4 exploded, unleashing deadly radiation into the night sky. Local firefighters were called in, told it was just an ordinary fire. None of them knew they were walking straight into a nuclear hell. They climbed the roof without protection, no radiation suits, no masks, just uniforms, helmets, and courage. At first they fought like any other fire, but within minutes, many began to collapse, vomiting, fainting, their bodies burning from the inside. They were unknowingly absorbing lethal doses of radiation, some 100 times the limit for a human lifetime, in just hours. Dozens of men went to the hospital that night. Many never returned. Within weeks, the first group of Chernobyl firefighters were dead. Their sacrifice stopped the fire from spreading and prevented an even greater disaster that could have poisoned all of Europe. The Chernobyl firefighters were the first to face the invisible enemy of radiation, and they paid the price with their lives. Number 3. The Halifax Explosion. December 6, 1917. Halifax, Canada. A French ship loaded with TNT and explosives collided with another vessel in the harbor. At first, people gathered at the waterfront, curious. They had no idea they were staring at a floating bomb. Minutes later, the Mont Blanc exploded. It was the largest human-made explosion before the atomic bomb. 2,000 dead, 9,000 injured. A city flattened in seconds. Glass from shattered windows blinded hundreds. A tsunami swept the harbor, and a snowstorm hit the next day, trapping survivors in the wreckage. But in the chaos, heroes emerged. Neighbors rescuing neighbors, soldiers rushing in, and doctors operating non-stop for days. The Halifax explosion remains one of the deadliest disasters in Canadian history, and a grim reminder of the power of human mistakes. Number 4. The day Pompeii died. 79 AD. Pompeii was a thriving Roman city. Markets, theaters, villas, all in the shadow of Mount Vesuvius. But on August 24th, the mountain roared to life. First came the ash. The sky turned black at noon. Roofs collapsed under the weight. People choked in the streets. Then came fire. Pyroclastic surges. Waves of toxic gas and molten rock raced down the mountain faster than a man could run. In just 24 hours, Pompeii was buried. An entire city, frozen in time. For nearly 1,700 years, Pompeii lay hidden beneath ash, forgotten until it was rediscovered. Today, Pompeii is a haunting reminder of how life can vanish in an instant and how nature always wins. Number 5. What if you dance so long that you collapse? In 1518, that's exactly what happened. In the summer of 1518, the people of Strasbourg faced a strange and terrifying event, one that history remembers as the Dancing Plague. It all began with a woman named Frau Trophäa. She danced in the street for hours, then through the night, unable to stop. By the end of the week, more than 30 people had joined her. They weren't celebrating. They were trapped in a frenzy they couldn't control. Strasbourg's doctors were baffled. Believing the cure was to let the body dance it out, they hired musicians and even built stages, making the plague even worse. The dancers went on for weeks. Some collapsed from exhaustion, others broke their ribs, and many are said to have danced themselves to death. To this day, historians still debate what caused the plague. Was it mass hysteria brought on by stress and famine? Or ergot poisoning? A fungus on bread that can trigger hallucinations? Whatever the cause, the dancing plague of 1518 remains one of history's strangest mysteries. A moment when hundreds of people simply could not stop dancing. Humans have died in horrific ways, but the worst fate is still an animator without food. Please subscribe so I can feed them.